Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be picking up a new side story to narrate and character voice on the channel in the form of the just recently released It's Been a While. It has also been a while. I have not had time to post this first, or rather record this first episode on the first day that this went up. Had already different plans and it was also Easter weekend, so apologies. But I'll obviously do a narration on this, as I do with all new side stories in the game. And mostly because this side story, unlike any others, probably because it's a particular crossover, I don't know why, but this side story will not be like others recorded in the game. For just posterity's sake here, the other crossover side story that we have in the game, the Rainbow Six side story, Originium Dust, is available in-game, and you can go and read it once you unlock those scenes, but this one is not, which is interesting. Why that is, I could not tell you. I could honestly not tell you, but yes, once this event is done and dusted, it is gone out of the game. And when it comes also to the skins for Suzerain and Rock, I am not 100% sure if those are going to be having reruns. You'll have to look that up yourselves. I've mostly heard that those are not going to be having reruns, which is also interesting to think about, but I guess it is what it is. But just for posterity's sake, go and look up that information yourselves. I'm not 100% sure if those will ever come back or not. They are cute skins though. But outside of that, like I said, this side story will not be recorded in-game. Maybe it has something to do with licensing. But outside of that, what are we crossing over with here? So let me quickly, and I will provide a link for this in the description of the video itself. The link will be going to the fan wiki page for The Legend of Luo Xiaohei, which is, as stated here, a flash animation and web cartoon created by the artist MTJJ, starting from March 2011. 40 episodes and 3 bonus episodes have been released. A prequel film, The Legend of Hei, was also released in summer of 2019. And when it comes of what the story is in general about, The Legend of Luo Xiaohei follows the elfin Luo Xiaohei, who formerly is stuck in the form of a cat and had to deal with life as one. And the story also follows Luo Xiaobai, a girl who adopts the cat Xiaohei. Now, I'm linking the fan wiki page here in the description of the video because of the simple fact that outside of having very extensively written out plot lines here, it also has links to both the YouTube channel, from what I can tell, and the Bilibili page of the artist. So if you want to go and watch this web animation yourselves, you can do so. The episodes are super short. From what I can literally tell here, the vast majority of episodes are in between like 5 to 8 minutes, while a couple of them are like maybe 9, 10, 11 minutes. Everything else is super short. So you can probably literally watch this in less than an hour and a half. But the art looks cool. It looks cute. No idea what the plotline is for the general show. Haven't watched that obviously, but maybe I will, who knows, if I have the time. But outside of that, let us begin with our story. So, first off, for today's first episode, we will be going over the first 3 parts of this. This is a 6-part little story, and before I hit play on the first one, there's gonna be a lot of critters, and there's also gonna be a lot of animal noises. At least from a cat, there's gonna be a lot of animal noises for some time. Now, I will not do every single critter noise. That is... no. That will not happen. I will just narrate through those. Oh god, what is this story? But it is interesting for several little reasons, and you'll see once we start going through it ourselves. So, let us begin with the first little thing here, titled Turn Left, Turn Right. It's been raining the entire day, and though it stopped by evening, the air is still somewhat damp. Gloomy clouds gather, forming a pitiless wall through the sky. The glistening moonlight finds nowhere to spill down, and the light from the surface nowhere to shine up. I'm sick of this weather. I just want to take a nap up here. This sucks. Roof's all wet. This box here is still dry inside. Xiaohei climbs into the box. Oh my god, he's so adorable. He's so adorable. Getting some sleep in this weather has its own charm though. Downstairs commercial. Big sale on fresh produce today. Don't miss our buy one get one free special. The lowest price in downtown Longmen. As thanks to our local customers. Xiaohei turns to the other to the left. Downstairs neighbor. I've told you a billion times, stop wasting time after dinner and do your homework. You never see any other parrot taking it as slow as you do? Turns to the right. The downstairs TV. With the forecast being humid in the coming days, we remind all citizens to follow fire safety rules. High humidity can easily lead to electrical fires. Be careful around live currents and inspect household devices regularly. Xiaohei springs up. Just shut up. You can't speak that fast and expect people to understand you. He lies back down in the box, beneath the overcast night sky, all manner of sounds filtering through his ears, but never what he's hoping to hear. Xiaobai, again, where are you right now? Xiaohei, are you up on the roof? It's dinner time. You'll catch a cold up there. It's just rain today. Come down. Xiaohei roughly rubs eyes. Alright, I'll be down in a moment. I'll lay the table for you, Hung. How many are eating tonight? No need. Waifu said everything out already. Then is there anything else I can help with? Come here, you're all wet. You were on the roof again, weren't you, Xiaohei? No wonder I couldn't find you anywhere. Ugh, bring Xiaohei a clean towel, quick. Here, punk, catch. Yeah, don't thank me. Like I ever would. Alright, settle down. Wipe your hair off and let's have dinner. Come on, Xiaohei, I'm putting this giant rub in your bowl. Felines your age are in the middle of your growth spurt, so you can't skimp on nutrition. Waifu, let me get the door. I'll be right there. Well, fancy seeing you here, Xiaohei. I could smell it from the hallway. We got steamed ribs tonight, don't we? Yep, Hung went to the market early this morning to wait in line for them. You've got a sharp nose, Uncle Lee, but unfortunately so do I. Fess up, what's that bottle you're hiding behind you? Yeah, hand it over and no one gets hurt. I was passing by the Sion's wine shop after a job well done. Old Sion pushed forward tail of Hyung-Ju onto me as thanks, and how stubborn he is. Had to take it. Let me be absolutely clear, I did not go and buy this myself. Well, I for one am thankful for Mr. Sion. I just used up the last of our cooking wine today, so this is just perfect. Xiaohei, could you put that bottle in the cupboard under the kitchen counter for me? Got it, Hung. Hey, I see what you did there, Mr. Well-Behaved. I didn't even get to drink it yet. And you, Fluffball, weren't you playing along with him for? Nice work, Xiaohei. Aren't you a lively little rascal when you're all fed? Not bad, I like it. Not kids take their meals seriously. Xiaohei puts head down and eats. That reminds me, Xiaohei puts down his ball. Did you find anything out, Mr. Lee? Concerning your inquiry, nothing on the horizon as of yet. Oh, I see. Hung whispers, Boss, why are you bringing this up at the dinner table? Look, Xiaohei, actually I've got another little thing I was hoping you could pitch in for. Would you be willing to help a detective out here? Go ahead, Mr. Lee, I'm listening. So here's the deal. The Yuan's daughters lost a pet, found herself at a loss, and eventually left the task to me. After a bit of nosing around, I've got some reports of sightings at the eatery street of Nanping Bay. But I'm all tied up with work lately and just can't get around to it. So I'm wondering if you could go and take a look for me. Would you mind? No problem, just leave it to me. Good. Here's a photo of the pet. Don't lose it. What kind of animal is this? I've never seen it before. Never? Oh, that's strange. That's a cloud beast. Rich or poor, everyone here loves keeping one around the house. Can I take a look, Xiaohei? Let me see. All black. A storm cloud beast. You don't see coats that color every day. Storm? Because it's dark like a storm cloud. That's how we distinguish them in Yan. There are a lot of cloud beast owners, so we ended up telling them apart by color. White ones are snow cloud beasts, red ones are sunset cloud beasts, and there are some multicolored ones too, with their own special names. Oh, okay, I see. I think I understand. So you said you'd never seen one before. Did nobody keep any back where you're from? No, it's just the ones I've seen are it's not coming to me right now. Oh. Mr. Lee, Hung, I'm done eating. I'll be going to bed for now. Hey, why the hurry? Why the hurry to run away? Remember early day tomorrow. I'll take you to Nanping Bai. Got it. What's with that face, Hung? Boss, what are you thinking? Asking our guests to do our jobs for us? More hands make lighter work. Boss! Enough. Are you trying to make me feel ashamed? Let me ask you. The boy was up on the roof again, wasn't he? He was. How'd you know, boss? Got a little of that damn smell from him just as I came in. It's not like it's been raining indoors. We may not have known each other long, but I can tell. He always escapes to the roof to get away from people whenever something's weighing on him. On one hand, I imagine he misses his friends too much. Can't get over it. And on the other, he's cooped up in your place all day with nothing to do. He's too restless to just sit there. But he's still a kid. Leave him out of work. He's a kid, and yet he isn't. Hung, have you ever fought him? What are you saying? The boy knows Kung Fu? Exactly, and he's good enough to go toe-to-toe with any adult. He was so nerve-wrecked when I first found him, he threw some moves out at me. Bold, feisty ones. That's not exactly common. What kind of place would raise children like that? Huh, good question. I'd like to find out too. Meanwhile, the PA Greetings to you all tourists. Please remain behind the 1 meter line from an form an orderly queue and as you come through and avoid blocking traffic. The current time is 2:45 in the morning. Lungmen welcomes your arrival. This is Lungmen then. They've got all these lights on in the dead of the night. It's a marvel. Scampering all our way out here has been worth it. Is this your first time here, Rock? Yep, the style of this place feels nothing like at home. Do you think something special about it? It's really youthful here, I think. Really lively. It feels unreal seeing so many bustling about through the gates. Almost like the disaster a few years back never left a mark. Like that disaster a few years back. They've set this far ahead. I think the city is simply able to heal itself, just like people. True. It was hard hit, but in a city as hearty as this, you only need to blink and there's new blood again. Only question is, even with no scars on the surface, what about the wounds within? I think it will be fine. People have short memories. Don't listen to anyone who tells you that. Memories don't disappear just cause you say they do. What happens is time passes and people don't want to bring them up anymore. I know. Grown-ups all have the things they don't want to talk about. They shut it all up inside them and let it slowly digest. You've got a little too much wisdom in you, I think. Rock, wait for us. Again, this place is so magical. I've never seen a city that could move before. You're right. I never thought I'd see the day when a city could migrate like an animal. Xiaobai, again. Where have you been? We're almost at the front of the line. Do you still have all the papers I got for you? Sorry to keep you hanging for so long. Xiaobai needed to go to the bathroom and it took forever for us to find the right place. God, this thing is adorable. It's adorable! Sorry. Also, it reminds me of the Great Mighty Scree. This place is too crowded. Just now I even ran into... Let's save it for later. Quick, we need to get in line. What did you run into? It couldn't be something dangerous, could it? No, not at all. No need to worry, you two. Again, I know you're a kid who never gets flustered, and your Reginium arts are plenty strong enough to protect you and Xiaobai. Yes, we don't need to worry for you. But if you're not even willing to tell us about the danger you run into, that'll only make us more worried. We already really appreciate that you were okay with paying for our trip, Rock. Let alone the fact that we were lucky enough for you to rescue us in the first place. I couldn't have gotten us away from those voracious tune pincers no matter what. Tune pincers? You're messing it up again. They're called gloom pincers. Silly me. Anyway, we've already given you so much trouble on the way. We really are sorry if we made you worry any more than that. Well, then do you have anywhere to live once you're in Lungmen? Not yet. I guess you'd have a hell of a time looking. Come and stay at the Rhode Island branch office for the first while then. I guess we'll have to take you up on that offer. If there's anything we can help with, no matter what, you just say the word. Oh, come on, honestly. We've been along the entire way together. We can afford to be a little less polite with us. You can afford to be a little less polite with us than that. That's right, Mr. Again. And we're not even on a very demanding mission this time. We're mostly in charge of escorting some local patients to the landship for treatment. I bet you're wondering, seeing as Suzerain's so young, but she's joined up before I did. As long as all hands go in this company, she gets amazing work done. Rhode Island really is an incredible place. Heading anywhere and everywhere just to rescue the sick and dying. Yeah, I'm scared of getting shots at the hospital, but even I know how hard all the doctors and nurses they are working. It's the only thing we do. That's not the only thing we do either. There's some other... Huh? Oh, looks like our turn. Oh, well, we'll find out. You'll find out soon enough. Once we get to the branch office. Yep, Xiaobai. Again, let's go. Suddenly LGD. Fee, where did all these LGD people well up from? Didn't you see it on the way in? Someone used arts to free some border-hopping fugitive to a railing. What? You're joking? Can it, whoever. You're up at the gate. Get going. Oh, very well. Ugh. How out of the ordinary. So, is this where Rock's company works again? That man has stones growing out of his stomach. I bet that hurts. Don't stare at people's illnesses. It's impolite. Ah, I'm sorry, mister. I didn't mean to. It's alright, kid. We've gotten plenty of funny looks in our time. We know you don't mean it bad. Excuse me, do you know, where we can find Operator Rock? Sure, just inside Zhao Yun's ward. Keep going straight ahead, then turn left and you will be right there. Thank you, mister. Bye. I hope you get better soon. Better? Thank you, kid. I appreciate the kindness. Did I say something wrong? That man was really forcing his laugh. Let's just go find Rock and Suzerain for now. Oh, sweet, sweet summer child. You know nothing. Also, I would like to say that every time I see this specific model for a child NPC, the only thing I can think back to is who was it? Was it Meteor's? I think it was Meteor's first operator record. Woof. Anyway, Miss, I'm going to the land ship. I'm not going to the land ship. I'm still super fine. Let me stay here, please. Listen now, Zhao Yun. The office doesn't have the resources to cope with the current state of your illness anymore. We can only get a good hold of your condition once we transfer you to the land ship. There are a lot of patients your age on the land ship, Miss Zhao Yun. You'll get to meet lots of new friends there if you go. I'll wait until my 67's back. I want to go with him. 67? 67 ran off. I can't leave on my own. I want to wait for him. A ping? Have we ever had any patients go missing here? No, 67's her pet. It went missing last year and she's been obsessing over it ever since, searching the whole time. Let me stay here, miss. Please, pretty please. Just give me a bit more time. I know I can find him. Oh, Xiao Yun, let's not cry now. Wipe your tears away. We sent people out looking, but Lungmen's a big place, and it was never going to be easy finding a single pet. Plus, we were always short on staff. We couldn't keep it up for long. Well, what do we do? We're not going to drag her back with us. Zhao Yun bawling. I don't want to leave, and don't take me away. How about we help search too? But we don't have many hands to spare as is, and there's other patients set up for landship treatment that we need to transfer. Besides, we have to head back next week on the dot, or else we'll be holding a lot of people back from getting help. What do we do? We don't have any other options. Again, can we go and help search? I'm not sure about that. We don't know this place at all. Oh. Do you really want to? I just think that Miss Rock's helped us out so much. I want to help her out too. Yeah, it's about time we return the favor. Let's see what we can wrangle then. Rock, would it be okay with letting me and Xiaobai help with the search? You lot. Please, let us give it a shot. Again's amazing. It'll be okay. A logistics operator? Rock, are you here? There's a small malfunction with the imaging equipment in the consulting room. Could we ask you to come and take a look at it? Hold on, I'll be right there. Alright then, but if you run into any trouble, notify me right away. Okay, we'll be sure to. Hello, Xiaoyun. Again, and this is my cousin Xiaobai. Xiaoyun just continues to sob. Xiaoyun, just calm down. Listen to me, okay? Don't feel too down. We'll help you out. I'm sorry, I'm being really selfish. Everyone's been looking for so long, even though they're so busy. I shouldn't be asking you to. No, it's okay. None of us would want to part with our friends. Yeah, so we'll help you as much as we can. Really? This is a photo of him. He's really cute and friendly. He's gotta be hiding somewhere. We'll take good care of this photo and do everything we can to find him for you. But I want to be clear. There's a chance it might not turn out like you're hoping. That's right, Xiaoyun. Parting's one of those things in life you can't avoid. No matter what, you have to chin up and be brave. And you can never let it hurt you, okay? Xiaoyun sobbing. Just one more try. If I can't find him, I'll stop looking. I'll listen. I'll go to the landship with you. And that's that. Xiaobai and I will head out tomorrow to ask around. I appreciate it. Get some rest for today. I'm popping out for now. Just settle down. Also, I want to point out this adorable thing, and this is not just, this is only the first critter you're gonna see in this side story, but this thing is literally a crossbreed between, like, what is it? It has the frontal feet of like a goat. It has horns, slightly like a goat. It has rabbit ears. The face is like a mixture of a cat and a rabbit, I guess. Also short tail, like a mix between a rabbit goat and cat. It's adorable. I want one. Pardon. Stop struggling. Xiaohei picks up the comms. Mr. Li, it's me, Xiaohei. I caught the storm cloud beast. I'll be back to the agency in a moment. Huh? She already found her pet. But, okay. I'm coming back now. That's weird. Where'd you come from then? You look just like the picture. The storm cloud beast fidgets uncomfortably as it's lifted by the scruff of its neck, lashing out to try and escape from Xiaohei's grasp, but at the same time baring its own bony ribs at him. You sure haven't eaten properly in forever. Let's take you back for now and get you a proper meal. This street's so busy. Are we starting the search from here? Yeah, we should find plenty of stray critters with all these eateries. Food's abundant here. It's easy to find meals. But can animals eat human food? It's not good for them, but it's not like they know that. All they care about is not starving. I hope Xiaohei isn't starving here. He wouldn't. He can take care of himself. Don't let your imagination run wild. I bet you're hungry too, being out this early. Look, Rock slipped us a good handful of the local money after we passed border inspection. So let's go and find something to eat for now. Okay. Two cups of soya milk to go, please. Thanks. Here, careful. Hey, there are a lot of stray animals around here, right? Yep, all up and down the street every day. Absolutely filthy. They're nightmares. Have you seen a black-colored cloud beast recently then? Don't remember. Not the sort of thing you pay attention to when you're busy all day. Exactly. Who knows what germs and parasites those things might be carrying. You're already being kind enough not killing the damn things. Xiaobai clutches onto Gen's jacket. Killing? What the hell's wrong with you saying that to a child? It's fine. Come on, Xiaobai. Let's go and ask someone else. Limited time discount on freshly squeezed fruit juice. 20% off. You know you want it, so come and get some. Excuse me, have you seen a black-colored cloud beast recently? Nope, kid, if you're not buying, quit standing there. This is my business. I'm sorry, how much is the juice? 120 LMD for a pitcher. That is expensive as fuck. That's kind of expensive. Forget it again. Let's go and ask the next person. Steamed buns. Instant steamed buns. Every filling you can think of, right here. Hello, have you seen a storm cloud beast anywhere? Haven't seen one, little miss. Better ask someone else. Sorry to bother you. Cheer up, Xiaobai. Let's keep asking around. There's a rescue shelter near the slums, though. The one running it picks up the local strays all the time. Might be worth looking there. Really? That's great. Now I mention it, though, I haven't seen him around for a while. Weird. How much for a bun? We'd like two with fresh meat, please. That's 7 LMD in total. Thanks for your business. Now that's a better price. 120 bucks for a pitcher of juice. Jeez. Hey, how come you're only eating the outside of your bun? I'm leaving some in case there are any hungry animals in the street. I see. Let me go back and buy another one then. Finish that one you're holding, right? Alright? It's okay. It's okay again. We shouldn't spend too much. We'll need it to keep looking for 67. Alright then. The more we save, the more food we can buy Xiaohei when we find him. He might be hungry right now. Weird. Weird. Don't know where that sneeze came from. The little critter just thrashing about. Alright, let's go. I had to skip breakfast this morning just to catch you, you know? Maybe he got luckier than us, and he's off eating good food as we speak. Looks like it's almost noon. I bet Hung's got lunch today. That would be wonderful. I really want to find him soon. I wonder where Xiaobai and Again are right now. I'm sure he's looking for us too. When are we going to see each other again? I hope we see each other before long. Okay, enough worrying. We'll meet again. No doubt about it. You are literally on the same street! Just walking away from each other. The storm cloud beast peeping to and fro. Searching all over. What are you looking for? Don't be scared. I'm the one who brought you back. This is just another form of mine. If you're looking for a way out, there's a fire escape you can climb down on the other side. The storm cloud beast uneasily swaying tail. It's kind of weird though. I'm from a different world and I can still more or less understand you. So literally an isekai. literally telling you to the face. This is an isekai crossover. But why leave? What's wrong with staying here? Mr. Lee might call you a headache, but you can tell he's still willing to take you in. The cloud beast shaking head. Brr.
There's not enough to eat out there, and you'll have people chasing you, your hide. What is it that makes you want to go back so much? So you're looking for someone too. Come here. I'm not gonna hurt you.
The cloud beast lies down.
I'll help you. We'll find them together.
Lifts its head.
Ever since I got here, I haven't dared tell anyone I'm not actually from this world. I had a wonderful master and wonderful friends back where I came from. 2 months ago, I was chasing 2 strange beasts in the forest. Oh, they call them originium slugs here. Who knows how they showed up there? Again said we should split up and pursue them. And I spent ages chasing that slug by myself, but when I glanced back, I couldn't even see the way I came.
Jeez.
Then I stepped onto thin air and kept falling and falling through this white light. And when I opened my eyes, I was here. I didn't even know if Xiaobai and again ended up here too. I want to see them, but I don't want to find them in this world.
The cloud beast shakes ears. Brr.
It's too dangerous here. Maybe me and again can protect ourselves, but Xiaobai, and there's a disease spreading around too that makes you grow scary rocks. I hope they have somewhere safe to stay.
The cloud beast lifts a foot out to place on Xiaohei's back.
Are you trying to comfort me? Brr. Thanks.
Adorable. Anyway, we are continuing on with the second part here. The walls have you. The frost-like moonlight shines down on the Paulovnia table in the middle of the hall. Sitting at it are a husband and wife. The wife rubs her hands as though she has something to say, while her husband props his head up with his hands, attempting to catch a nap. She swallows her saliva and begins to speak, hastily.
Dear, I heard a strange sound in the kitchen today. It sounded like da-da-da. It was so frightening.
What a frightening sound. Da-da-da. I wonder what the sound is supposed to be, actually. Because they're gonna keep saying it. I'm just thinking to myself, like, what is the sound supposed to be, actually? So, is it worth making a fuss over? All houses creak like that to no end when they get on in years. We just moved in. You'll get used to it.
No, I don't mean creaking. It sounded like there was something inside the wall.
Damn it, woman, stop wasting time listening to the walls and do some housework for once. I go out, I work my butt off to make a living. All I want is to come home to a nice hot meal on the table, but instead I get nothing.
I couldn't. I felt a chill down my spine whenever I stepped into the kitchen. It was like there was something looking at me.
Enough quibbling. You just want to slack off, don't you? Maybe a good beating will teach you how to get your work done. The award for best husband of the year goes to this guy.
I'm sorry, please. I still haven't healed up from last time.
Then get your big butt back in the kitchen and get me a warm bottle of booze and fry up some peanuts while you're at it.
No, please, I'm scared to go in the kitchen.
Then it sounds like you ain't been hit enough.
Please, forgive me. Have mercy.
Let's see how you feel after I...
Listen, it's that noise again.
Da-da-da. Whatever it is.
I'm not lying. That's the noise.
Da-da-da. Fine, I'll go and see what's up, but if I don't find anything, you better be ready for a whooping. Dark rain clouds shroud the moon outside the window. A storm is brewing.
Dear? Dear? Do you see anything?
The wife waits for a long time and hears nothing. Only a barely audible noise can be heard from the kitchen. She holds her breath and stands up to listen more closely. All she can hear is the sound da da da. The wife's expression changes immediately and her pupils dilate. Cold sweat drips from her forehead, and just as she is about to run to her neighbor for help, her husband speaks. "Come here."
Dear, are you okay?
"It's all okay now." The wife picks up a candle and inches toward the kitchen before nudging open the slightly open door. Inside is pitch black, barely anything is visible. She holds up the candle to find her husband leaning against the wall. She breathes a sigh of relief.
Did you find anything?
"Come here. It's all okay now."
Dear, you already said that. Why say it again?
"Come here. It's all okay now." The dim yellow candlelight flickers in front of her husband's face. She suddenly notices that he's been completely expressionless ever since she entered the kitchen, repeating the same phrase again and again. "Come here. It's all okay now." A bolt of lightning strikes outside a window, briefly lighting up the entire room. That's when she realizes that her husband isn't leaning against the wall. Rather, his entire body has fused into the wall, with only his pale face still visible. At the same time, a familiar noise can be heard once more. Da da da. At last, she cannot contain herself anymore and starts screaming. And someone actually screams and yells, "Stop it!"
Croissant, stop! I don't want to listen anymore. Heh, I ain't done yet. You all want to know what happens to the wife, don't you?
Sora covering her ears.
No, I don't want to know. And how about you, kiddo? Wanna hear the rest? Go on, I'm listening. Look at you trying to stay calm. Stop pretending. I know a scary cat when I see one. But it really wasn't that scary. Drop the tough act. If you're really scared though, I can give you a big ol' hug to calm you down. Thanks, but I think she needs it more than me.
Croissant turns around. Sora just sobbing.
That was so scary. Why do you have to tell us such a scary story? You're such a meanie. Sorry. I was just trying to give the kid the spook. She sure didn't expect to hit a full-grown girl in the crossfire.
Sora whimpers.
Are you saying I'm more of a scaredy pants than a kid? Nah, that ain't. My bad. Just stop crying, alright? Anyhow, kiddo, you really weren't scared, for real?
Not a bit.
Damn, ice cold. Don't care how it ends, then? The wife beater got his punishment. That's good enough for me.
Calling it as it is.
True enough, but she's gonna be way happier without that asshole. Then I guess you ain't scared of spirits biting off your toes either. Rah!
Xiaohei saying just to himself.
But I'm a spirit too. Actually, I see this sort of thing happen all the time. What? And tell me it's a true story? Gee, thanks, Croissant. Now I'll never get a good night's sleep ever again. Hell no, I pulled that straight out of my... Hey, you alright, Sora? Snap out of it. Hey! What do I tell them? Where I'm from, this kind of thing can usually be blamed on people with spatial powers. I feel like just about everyone at the Hall for Spirits is already used to it, though.
I asked you two to fetch me Lee's boy. So how come it's been half a day and you all are chilling out here? What, you really lost without my guidance?
Sorry, boss. We waited half an hour and we ain't seen any of Mr. Lee's folks, only this little boy. So we've been having ourselves the most boring 30 minutes. The most terrifying 30 minutes? Excuse me, are you Mr. Emperor?
The one and only.
Mr. Lee sent me to take care of the strange sounds in your shop. My name is Xiaohei. Haha! Surprise, boss!
I hope those past 30 minutes have been real boring, because this is gonna be the last boring-ass weekend you'll ever have.
Really underestimating overtime there. Really understanding overtime there, boss. Why didn't you say so sooner, kiddo? You never gave me a chance before you jumped into that ghost story. Oh, well...
As old Lee filled you in on the details.
Only the gist.
Feizai, bring the boy up to speed on what you saw. Starting about 3 months ago, I've been hearing some weird tapping sounds, like da-da-da, on and off in the kitchen at the storeroom. It's especially noticeable at night when it's all quiet outside. We've also had some smaller food items go missing from both places, so I'm guessing there's some kind of small animal hiding inside the walls. And most importantly, the damn pest has gone and chewed up my limited edition vinyl. Ain't nobody walking out of my bar alive after hurting my babies.
So this is where you got the story, Croissant? I've been learning from the boss how to draw inspiration from everything. Why not call a professional exterminator then?
I did, but those morons had the balls to tell me they'd have to tear down the whole damn wall to find whatever it is. And there ain't no place in Lungmen with more character than this bar here. Only a Philistine would ever think of laying a finger on it.
The entire place is decked out in gold. Lao Jun's hideout was prettier.
You said you'd have a better idea. Now don't you disappoint me, or you'll have hell to pay.
I wouldn't have come if I hadn't promised Mr. Lee. I gave Mr. Lee my word, so you can bet your butt I'll get the job done.
Then show me what you've got, kid. Emperor reaches a flipper out to pat Xiaohei's head.
Don't touch my ears, thank you very much. Oh, that's something. Kid's brave enough to lock horns with the boss. He'll remember him for this. Oh, I'm so worried.
What a funny kid. Might be fun to keep him around to tease. I'm gonna come up with an excuse to nab him from Lee.
Everyone wants the cat boy. No one's following. Perfect. Where are the air ducts? Oh, there we go. Up there. Hey Zhu, I'm counting on you.
Hey Zhu climbs into the air ducts.
There you are. You burrowed yourself pretty deep inside. You don't want to come out on your own? Guess I'll have to come and get you then, huh?
In the blink of an eye, the metal ring hidden up Xiaohei's sleeve slides out on its own and makes a few loops in the air before transforming into a number of balls of different sizes. Xiaohei points at the entrance of the air duct, and the steel balls rush into the vent one after another. The sharp sound of their bouncing chases the unknown creature inside to a vent on the other end. On hearing the rattling da-da-da sound, Xiaohei removes the vent's cover and finds a small animal all curled up and trembling.
It's adorable!
Sorry. But yeah, what the hell is this thing now? Like a squirrel with little feathers as well? Adorable. That's what it is. Enough said. It chirps.
It's okay now. Come here. Sorry, I wasn't trying to scare you.
Cautiously climbs onto Xiaohei's palm.
You're even tinier than Biu.
Chirps.
You need to find somewhere else to live. The people here don't want you here anymore.
Questionably chirps.
If you stay here, you'll be in danger. That weird penguin
Weird penguin, right?
That weird penguin said you chewed up his things and he's gonna show you what for.
Chirps.
Don't worry, I won't hand you over to him. Off you go now. I'm gonna let you go. This is the bar's back door. Get going. Chirps. No need to thank me. See ya. What are you doing back here? Is that something in your mouth?
The cloud beast whines.
Spit it out. Open wide. Stop biting. It's going to die.
Spits. The little critter chirps. And falls onto the ground.
Is it hurt from the bite?
The cloud beast tries to get up and run.
Don't you run. Get back here.
Sprints away.
Careful.
Thump. Falls onto the ground. Something creaks.
Crap.
The shelf that the storm cloud beast slammed into starts to tumble over. With no time to worry about the bears on it, Xiaohei dashes forward to grab the two animals before it falls on them. By the time he regains his footing, the shelf behind him collapsed with a loud crash.
The heck's going on in here? The crate of booze the boss bought just the other day.
Mind explaining what's going on, boy? Lifts the small animal up with his left hand.
I found this critter inside the wall. As for the shelf,
Lifts the storm cloud beast with his right hand.
this guy knocked it over. Oh, you finally awake? You're getting me in big trouble. What'd you follow me for?
Drops its head.
I told you, I'll help you out, but I'm busy today.
It lies down.
Whatever. Blaming you's going to help. Blaming you is not going to help right now. Hey, kiddo. What are you talking to that cloud beast for? Come here, I reckon boss is only about 60% mad. You might still get back in one piece. Hey, stop scaring him. I'll find a way to pay for the things that got damaged.
That's the finest vintage rum brewed from Bolivar's sweetest sugar cane that year. But my spiritual needs comes first. I'll deal with your punk ass later. First, I'ma take a good look at the vermin that chewed up my vitals.
What you guys do with it?
Feizai, bring me the cage. Coming up, boss. The little guy chirps.
Ah, so it was a moose beast. It looks so cute. What's a moose beast?
Or mus beast? No idea how to pronounce that.
They're critters that live in the Sargonian wilderness. Traveling merchants sometimes bring them to nomadic cities to sell as pets, on account of how cute they are. But if it's a pet, what's it doing in an air duct? Well, they're nocturnal, also pretty skittish, and they don't warm up to fogs easily. Some like to throw them out cause they don't like how rowdy the little fellas get at night, or maybe they just plain sick of taking care of them. Air ducts are hidden and cool, just like the caves they're supposed to live in, so you sometimes find them making themselves at home and starting a litter. Shouldn't the owners be punished for being so irresponsible? Huh, Longman ain't got no laws like that. Even if it did, enforcing them is a whole nother story.
You're too kind, Sora. You can't even imagine how much damage these must-bees do to the city's infrastructure. Their teeth grow so fast they've got to wear them down every day, so they chew on anything they come across. You know the blackout in District 13 last year? That happened because a pack of must-bees chewed up an underground power line.
As I remember it, the city wasted a whole lot of money last year trying to exterminate them.
Xiaohei frowns.
But they came here against their will.
And we spent all the tax money against our will too. What are you gonna do?
Can't they catch them and release them back into the wild?
Croissant shakes her head.
And throw good money after bad. Besides, Are there even any good habitats near Lungman's route? Heck, they might even end up causing even more damage to the environment. If they're pests, then there's got to be a demand for adopting them, right?
Pets.
Then there's got to be a demand for adopting them, right? How about we put up some notices in front of the shop and look for a new owner?
That might have worked a few years back, but these days you hear nothing but bad news about them. I hear they're even about to put out new regulations against keeping them. Who'd come looking for trouble?
Even if you're so smart, then let's hear... If you're so smart, then let's hear your idea.
Just find a barrel and drown it. That's how I used to deal with pests back then. Back home. Xiaohei grits his teeth.
What gives you the right to do that?
I've met plenty of kids like you. You feel bad for them because they're cute. You wouldn't even be complaining if they were ugly.
That's not true.
What are you glaring at me for? We found it in our store, so we got to decide what to do with it.
It's not like they wanted to be here. It was you people who brought them here and abandoned them. How is any of this their fault?
What's your point? Survival of the fittest, kid. We humans are on top of the food chain, so of course we got to decide what to do with them.
I've heard enough.
I could tell you the same, punk. Stay out of this. Alright, you bitches are giving me tinnitus. Shut up, all of you. I made my decision. The Emperor cocks his gun and points it straight at the musk-beast inside the cage. Faced with its imminent bloody demise, everyone's breathing quickens. But just before he's able to pull the trigger, a small hand grabs the barrel.
You can't kill it.
You think your punk ass can stop me, kid? Maybe you've got skills, but have you thought about the consequences? You're here as Lee's errand boy. You don't want his street cred to go down the drain because of you, do you?
I'm just... Is this really the only way? They were forced to leave their homes to roam the streets. Nobody wants that. Can't we come up with something else? No one lets them stay anywhere. It's got to be painful. All they want is a place to live.
You done? Raises his handgun.
Boss, I can take care of... Shash. I can bring him back with me. Don't you dare kill it.
What are you all so tense for? I'm just lighting a cigar.
That's a lighter?
What else would it be? Etched ammo's mad steep. Might have wasted any here. You really meant all that though. Not bad. Touching even. Xiaohei blushes. Punks like you are cuter when you show your feelings. What's so fun about wearing a poker face all day? So, boss, about the musk-beast. Keep it. I'll adopt it.
So, you were never gonna kill it?
Nonsense. You think you got what it takes to know the mind of a king.
Who the hell would know what you think?
But the government is about to... Do I look like I'm scared of that biznatch Wei and Wu? Fine, you're the boss. Hey, kid, stop standing around. Grab that cage and come with me.
Where? For what?
Just shut up and follow.
That's about what I figured that'd happen. So you stopped him because you knew he wasn't going to kill it? Who do you think sold him that gun? Lighter? So you let me and the boy worry ourselves to death over nothing? Come on, like you don't want to see this, his poker face crumble too. You're such a meanie. What happened in the store just now? Why does Feizai look so pissed? He got embarrassed by the boss and a kid. Right, we found the critter in the wall, a musk-beast. Figures. So how'd the boss deal with it? Feizai said we should get rid of it, but he decided to adopt it as his pet. A musk-beast. Not too surprising. You know something? He used to keep another small critter too. A couple of years ago, maybe. How come we've never heard about this? Because he's shy. So, what happened? What happened? Must beasts have an average lifespan of 2 years. It died. So that's why he's always getting hammered and listening to blues in his room. In his room round then. Probably. Oh no, I think I'm starting to tear up again. Hey, stop!
Well, Emperor. Well. So, you've been keeping quiet the whole time. Got nothing to say to me?
Thank you, Mr. Emperor.
Like I care about your thanks, punk. That's not what I want from you.
Then I've got nothing else to say.
That's really all that you're bottling up?
Why did you decide to keep it? Does it just happen to suit to your fancy?
Why else?
So if you didn't like it, you'd have listened to the other guy. Would you have killed it?
If I did, what would you do?
I'd have stopped you.
Then good.
What do you mean?
If my decision wasn't gonna affect yours, what's the problem?
But
if you've made up your mind, stop yammering and follow through with it. You better think it through first though, else you might regret it in your whole life. Alright, we're here.
This place is...
You know it?
Yeah, Mr. Lee told me about the slums before. It's where the people with the stone disease live.
What else did he tell you?
That I should stay away.
He's right. This ain't a place for brats like you to be hanging out in.
Then why'd you bring me here?
Because ain't nobody wants to come here, which makes it a perfect hideout for anyone who doesn't want to be found. Well, that guy looks like a reunion member, right? Hey, Mr. Emperor, what brings you here today? I've got 2 critters. I need you to take a look at them. Look at it. What strange animals have you brought me today? Show him, punk.
Here.
A musk beast. Oh, and a storm cloud beast too.
Mr. Emperor? Who's this?
A doctor. He's got mad skills. Knows how to treat both people and animals. I can deal with just about anyone or anything, as long as they're not scared to visit me, that is.
If he's so amazing, why hide here?
Ask him, not me. Because I'm a criminal.
How could a doctor be a criminal?
Because a doctor will always force you to face your pains in the most direct and cruelest way possible. They bring nothing but bad news.
That just makes you honest, not a criminal.
The most honest people are also the cruelest.
So what are you getting at?
Very good. Stay suspicious. Don't take everything at face value. It's the things you're most sure of that will always betray you in the end.
Have you tried not speaking in riddles?
You done yet? What's going on with the musk beast?
Forget I said all that.
Ow. Here, sweetie, let me take a look. It doesn't look so bad. It's pretty thin, and its furs lacks luster, so it's just malnourished. Looks kind of out of it, though. Did something happen? Is it sick?
Maybe it's scared. It was in the storm cloud beast's mouth not too long ago.
The cloud beast licks its claw. Huh? No wonder. Small critters like this happen to be cloud beast's favorite meal. This one really seems familiar, though. It's like I've seen it before. The dog picks up the storm cloud beast. Good boy. Let me take a look. Ah, I knew it. I stitched this leg wound up myself. It's neat, elegant, and just perfect.
Do you remember its master?
They bought this little fella to me 3 years ago. If memory serves, they had a ripathy. By the looks of it, they were on the last legs. I felt sorry, so I patched the cloud beast up for free. But they asked me to keep the little guy too.
And you didn't?
Of course not. I'm a doctor, not a philanthropist. Not cause your broke ass couldn't afford it. See? What did I say? The most honest people are also the most cruelest.
I guess. So do you know where that person is now?
They was very sick, so probably that by now. There's an empty lot on the outskirts of the slums, where people sometimes put up whatever an infected's left behind to remember them by. You could try checking there. Come to think of it, I still remember them turning out their pockets to find every last bit of change, just so I would adopt it. Poor thing.
You still remember after so long?
Well, I have a good memory. It's strange, isn't it? I even remember how much they managed to scrape together.
How much?
67. 67 LMD exact. Alright, and let's go straight into our third story, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, so I'm just gonna be using Yangzhi for the purposes of narrating. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Can't help it. But yeah, Yangzhi and I. LGD Headquarters, Upper Factor Street, Uptown Longman. Noon. The LGD is a special place. Those who have no business here tend to stay away, while those whom the LGD itself has business with wish they could. That said, there will always be those looking for trouble, with or without business. An LGD officer stands guard. Hey, sir, have you heard of the Xiong-in Mafia warfare from 12 years ago? Ignores him. Sir, what about the Powa street robbery on one rainy night 10 years ago? Remains silent. Sir, what about the dual murder 7 years ago? Mister, I know nothing about any of those events you just mentioned, and I've never heard anyone else talk about them either. Please stop disturbing me while I'm on duty. Again, face palms and sighs.
Never mind. Officer, I want to report a crime. I just saw that man in front of you steal someone's bicycle at the plaza.
What? Why would I do that? That's slander, you prick. No, sir, there's nothing to worry about. We'll know whether you did it or not just by checking the security footage. Now, please, step inside, and you, buddy boy, I'll need you to come in for a written statement, too. Okay.
The boy blinks. Alright, officer. Everything's going according to plan, Rock. Understood. Rock 27 activating stealth mode.
The day before.
If I'm not mistaken, this should be the place. Hello, is this the animal rescue shelter? Hello?
Scram, I'm busy here.
I'm just here to ask something, not to start trouble.
You think I don't know... You little brat... You think I don't know how you little brats think? You got yourselves all excited to adopt a pet, then the moment you get bored of it, the next day you abandon it out on the street.
Sir, I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm here to... not to adopt one. I'm just here to ask about the missing storm cloud beast.
And I told you to scram. So you don't keep a close eye on your pet, and now that you've screwed up, you come crying to me. Scram! I'm not here to wipe your irresponsible punks' asses. You need your ass whipped, wipe it yourself. Get out.
Can't you at least let me explain?
Get out of my sight.
Hey, open up, just listen to me. What the heck's with his temper? Stop knocking, kid. He won't open the door. That's just how he is. Grumpy. Hello, miss. Do you know him? I live next door. I can count on one hand the number of times I've talked to him this year, though. He's got a bad temper, and a pretty sketchy past, too. He used to be in the Syracusan Mafia. You'd be out of your mind to get involved with him.
Doesn't he run an animal rescue shelter? He can't be that bad.
I know you're a kid, but you shouldn't just believe everything people tell you. When he keeps his front door closed all day long, who's to say what he's really up to inside? You can't trust anyone outside your family, much less someone who just slammed a door in your face.
So did you see anything to make you so suspicious of him, miss?
The LGD paid him a visit a couple of days ago.
The LGD?
You're not from around here, are you? The cops, basically. They said he was illegally keeping police back beasts.
Police animals? Isn't that illegal?
That's what I said. And if he's not afraid of keeping LGD back beasts in his house, is he afraid of anything?
Then why does he keep all these rescues?
Sure, I see him bring back animals sometimes, but he just as often takes them somewhere else. Maybe he's been selling them to the black market butchers or something.
That does sound sketchy. If he's actually doing shady business with an animal shelter as a front, I can't let it slide. Okay, I get it now. Thanks, miss.
Well, I'm heading back inside then, and you should go on home. Don't hang around too much.
After the woman closes the door, again doesn't leave, but instead walks up to the shelter door and touches the doorknob with his finger. A small icicle enters the keyhole, and after a little back and forth movement, it lets out a light click. He pushes the door open just a crack and quietly slips in through the narrow gap.
No cages, no fences, only a small feeding bowl with days-old water and food. What about the rescues? Where did they go? Did he really send them all to the butchers like his neighbor said? But if that's the case, why would there be all this pet food? What's this on the table? An architectural diagram? Lungman Guard Department Headquarters. There are a few spots marked in red. Detention cell, backbeast kennels. Only a door separates the two. Very close to each other. What is this guy plotting? Is he doing all this just for that backbeast?
Hey, punk, what the hell? Who the hell are you? How'd you get in here? What the hell? I swear I locked the door. How did it break? Ugh. And why is it so cold? Turns to stare at again.
My bad, sir.
Was it you? You better pay for this. I just got it replaced last week.
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? Frowns.
Sorry? Right, mind if I ask what you're planning with this blueprint?
Again picks up the diagram on the table. Hey, punk, stop touching my stuff. I'm going to kill...
Careful.
That's...
Don't move, sir, or this ring of ice around your neck is only going to get tighter.
Not bad, kid.
So would you mind telling me what you're planning to do at the LGD headquarters?
Those shameless bastards, they made up some kind of excuse to take my backbeast away. What, you don't think I should be trying to get him back?
Oh, but I heard it was you who took the cops' animal in the first place.
Puh. The door... The poor thing had one paw in the grave when I found it. Where were the LGD then? We've been getting along just fine for years. What gives them the right to come and take him away now?
So you're saying you rescued it and kept it around? But what about the other rescues? How come I don't see any sign of them here?
Take a look around. Does this place look like a safe place to keep animals? And what a patch of land that used to be an abandoned factory. They're over there.
You think I buy that?
Like I care whether you buy it. Ugh.
What? A microwave oven?
What are you looking at? I was just heating up a mantu.
That's your dinner?
You sure ask a whole lot of questions, kid.
That's all you're having for dinner?
What's that got to do with you?
You have all this pet food around, but you're having the dinner. But you're having for. But all you're having for dinner is a single mantu.
I've got so many mouths to feed. I'm gonna cut costs somewhere.
Pardon me.
Against lowers his casting hand. Nervous he strokes his neck. Kid, you know Reginium arts, don't you?
Let's just say I do.
Those lockpicking arts of yours, can you use them elsewhere? You were asking about the Storm Cloud Beast, weren't you?
Yeah, he's been missing for a year now. Have you seen him, sir?
To tell the truth, I've saved a few of them, but my memory isn't all that great. I don't remember the details, but I do keep files of them. So if you're willing to lend me a hand, I'll take a look for you.
All you have to do is flip through some files, but you want me to break into the LGD with you? In what universe is that a fair deal?
Suit yourself. I'm not forcing you. But I guess you'll just have to ask someone else about your Cloud Beast. Rhode Island Lungman Branch Office. Early morning.
Again. Morning, Rock. You look terrible. Did I spook you?
I've been mulling over some stuff. Didn't even notice you.
Where were you this morning? Xiaobai came back pretty early last night and said you went to the slums by yourself. How was it? Find anything?
Rock.
What's up?
I think I might have dug myself a huge hole I can't climb out of.
So, did you say yes?
I guess.
As far as we can tell, there's no way we can get the back beast out, but I can at least help him get in. Then why is he going? He said he's very sick and has to see for himself, and that if his back beast isn't happy in there, he'll break it out of the building or die trying. Is he crazy? If he wants to take that risk, he can do it. He can do it himself. Why do we have to go with him? I don't have a choice if we're going to find the Cloud Beast. I've asked everyone else. He's the only one that pays any attention to the strays around here. And he wants to involve a kid. No, I won't let you. Who knows what the guy'll do. Rock, you guys have enough on your plate already. I can handle this much myself. And if push comes to shove, I'll just throw him under the bus. I'm pretty sure the LGD will trust me more than a former mafioso. And what part of that is supposed to ease my nerves? Just give me a chance to help. I can make time to come with you. But I heard from the operators here that you guys work closely with the LGD. I'm a complete outsider though. Even if something goes wrong, you've got plausible deniability, so don't bother helping me. You think that's what I'm worried about? Calm down, okay? Well, you're right. I can't be so reckless. Right, so please just calm down and... But I can send one of my drones. Wouldn't that give your identity away? Closure gave me an all-new optic refraction module that can make them temporarily invisible to the human eye. You sound pretty excited. I can even adjust the propeller's rotation and reduce its noise to a minimum. When it's in super silent mode, nobody will notice it even in the quietest room. So you keep all those tools on you? Wait, are you really going to tear it apart here and now? Shh. Sit down. Don't go anywhere. Just you wait, I'll be finished in no time. And this drone will definitely come in handy. The moment you set foot in that building, it'll find out where everyone is and which way you should go. It can even disrupt surveillance cameras and hide your tracks. Besides, if that guy really bothers you so much, I don't want to give him the upper hand.
Well, thanks. Stealth tech for drones, huh? Also an interesting thing. LGD headquarters, Upper Factor Street, Uptown Lungmen. Morning. I thought you said you were going to get us some water. Why did you get a pack of chips too? Eat up. It's for me? Who else? I don't need this crap. Thanks. Now eat. We'll start as soon as you're done. You told me you know how to get past the front door. Mind telling me what your plan is now? What, you can't figure it out on your own? You really were part of the mafia, huh? Don't look the part? No, you look exactly the part. So why did you leave that and start an animal rescue? I was on the wrong side of a power struggle within the family. The boss kicked me out, and when I was down on my luck, I met Yangjini. I saved him, and he saved me. Yangjini? I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce that name. That was when I figured out that there are things out there that needed me. You two were close. Of course, he was trembling when I first took him in. But these days he's more scared without me around. What a story. A mafioso becoming best buddies with a police backbeast. Former mafioso. When I first came to Lungmen, I never thought I'd be sitting on the LGD's front doorstep with a kid while he scarfs down potato chips either. Want any? I can't finish all this. Give me one. Time can leave the nastiest scars. I must have lost it. Why am I even talking to a punk like you about all this? Not like you'd understand. That's all the chips. Okay, sir, let's go. Alright. LGD Detention Cell, Upper Factor Street, Uptown Lungmen. Afternoon. You serious? Jacking a bicycle?
What's wrong with that? At the very least, we made it into the building.
I thought you were writing a statement. How'd you get here?
I pulled a trick while I was writing it, and snuck out when the officer went to check things out.
Did you follow the route I drew to avoid all the cameras?
Don't worry, I have a much safer way. You could even say I was completely invisible to the cameras on the way here. Alright, remember what I told you. Don't put your hand on the doorknob. You could get frostbite.
Yeah, I got it. Now hurry up. The backbeast kennels aren't too far from here. If we're quick, we can get back to the detention cell before they're back.
We're only going for a quick look, right?
Shut up, I know that. Now hurry.
I see it. It's right over there.
Yangjini. Again, adorable, but I'm having a weird time figuring out what this thing is again. It is definitely color-wise, it looks like a, and slight body shape-wise, looks like a, what were they called? Jesus, why am I blanking out on that name? Like a German Shepherd, essentially. But the face is like that of a mouse? Kinda? A rodent face? Paws are almost a mole? Like, and a very short tail? Interesting. Anyway. Love it. I want a plush. Yangjini runs in circles excitedly. I have no idea what sound this thing is producing, by the way. This is some... That's the only thing I can see there. Yangjini, let me look at you. Did you miss me when I was gone? I've been thinking about you every day. The, let's just call it a dog, I guess? Don't even know. I mean, they're supposed to be kind of like dogs, right? They're the police dogs of this world, I guess. Anyway. Okay, I'm happy to see you doing so well here. Look at this room. It's bigger than my bedroom. Questioning. I was thinking I'd bring you home no matter what, but look at you. They're taking so good care of you. They're taking such good care of you that you've gotten fat. Sorry you had to suffer with me for so long. Yangjini squeezes his nose into a gap in the fencing to try and get out. You're so fat now you can't even squeeze through the fence. Producing sounds. I know you miss me, but there's nothing we can do. Again, it's time to go. The drones detected a cop heading this way from the other side. Who's talking? An invisible drone. Why'd you bring something like that? I'll explain later, but we've got to go now. Someone's coming. Give me a little more time. Let me talk to him just a little more. Shut up and get going. I don't care if you get caught or not, but if you think I'll let you take again down with you, you've got another thing coming. What's wrong with you trying to give me a scare? Get going if you don't want to be caught. Do you really want to get thrown in jail? If anyone finds us, it's gonna be because of how loud you are. Yangji, I need to go now. We probably won't see each other again. You be good here. Eat well. Don't think about me anymore. Producing sounds. And keep slamming the fence with its nose. Whining. The shelter owner wipes his tears. Yangji, stop it. Rock. Why don't you send your drone away first? I'll stay here and buy him some time. What are you planning? What if you get caught? Don't worry. I won't bring you guys any trouble. Again rips his shirt. What are you doing? Masking up. You sure you need to with me around? Again opens his mouth. Stop being so courteous with me or I'm leaving right now. Closes his mouth. Hey, we'll buy you 10 minutes. If you have anything to say to your back beast, you better get on with it. Why are you two going so far to help me? Because I know that there are some things you'll never get a chance to say again if you don't get it off your chest now. Let's go. Yeah. Rock there, referring to some personal things. It's gotten colder here. The wall's freezing up. Shit, it's Originimarts. Requesting backup. Before he is able to reach the comms button on his helmet, a rigid chunk of ice locks the LGD officer's arm in place. Seeing that he can't break free, he grits his teeth and tries to dash forward toward the wall. But before his feet even leave the ground, he feels a chill climb his legs. He looks down to find ice reaching all the way up to his waist. Sorry, officer. I'm not trying to hurt you, I just want to borrow something. First, I want to borrow this place. Next, I also want to borrow a few minutes. You aren't even showing your face. Shouldn't you be showing your sincerity when asking for a favor? Sorry about that. And when you're borrowing something, you might want to explain what you need it for. Would you believe me if I told you someone's catching up with an old friend? If they have any catching up to do, take it to a cafe. Well, Why do it at a backbeast enclosure? You bastards, you're here to see Meituan, aren't you? You should get balls, show yourself!
Crap, shouldn't have said that. I didn't expect this guy to be such a quick thinker. What do we do again?
It's okay, the ice isn't going to melt anytime soon, and once we're gone, there'll be no evidence left.
Hurry then. There'll be more of them here in just a moment.
Get out of here, stop sneaking around! So Meituan's been staying with a spineless man like you all these years, huh? You asshole.
Crap, this guy really can't take an insult.
Let him go, kid. I'm not leaving today without beating the shit out of this guy. And you got a kid to do your dirty work for you.
Officer, you have the wrong idea. Again, I think we should probably stay quiet in front of him.
Let him go, punk.
But...
let him go.
This is bad. Sorry about this, officer.
Asshole. This is the LGD HQ. You must really have brass. Brass wants to sneak in here to see Meituan. He's not Meituan. He's Yangzhi. And he's my pet. You're wrong. His name is Meituan. And he is a backpiece with first-class honors. During the Chernobog incident, he conducted countless search and rescues, bombed defuses and tracking missions. There's no way you're his owner. How are you on about? If not me, then who? You? Does he look like he thinks of you as his owner?
Alright, I'll tell you. Meituan's owner is the LGD Senior Superintendent Ximing.
I won't let ex-cons come like you fool around with his former partner. I could give a busbeast's ass about his former partner. Stop resisting. Take your goddamn hands off me. You let go of my leg first. Why don't you take your arm off my neck first?
Do you think they're fighting? No more like bickering. They aren't going to hurt themselves, are they? Rolling on the ground like that? No, the only thing that's hurting here is the definition of the word fight.
What a burn. The little beastie thumping in the background again turns around to find the back beast naively slamming into the fence. It seems to be very agitated by the sight of the two men tussling with each other and is trying to break itself free from the cage. It slams into the cage harder and harder each time, bloodying its soft nose.
And maybe this impatient little back beast. I think our first order of business is to stop it rather than our tussling hooligans. Hey, little fella, do you want out?
Rubs Ajin's hand.
You want the two of them to stop fighting, right?
Don't worry, neither of them are any good at it. They won't hurt each other. Ow.
Though we really can't let them keep this up.
Ajin kneels and puts his hand on the door handle.
You've decided to who to go with long ago, right?
The little beast excited.
It's just that they've never asked you.
Well, now's the time to tell them.
Go.
Wags its tail. Before the cage door is fully open, Yangzhi has squeezed itself out and started yelping at the tussling shelter owner and trainer. Seeing that the two aren't paying it any attention, Yangzhi desperately bites the trainer's ankle. The pain immediately stops him and he turns to look at the barking backbeast. Meituan, what's this about? Yangzhi. Can you two stop already? Ah, you're finally showing yourself, boy. You're still a kid. Don't believe whatever lies he's feeding you. Go home. This isn't your fault. This is between us, so you stay out of it. That's right, scram already. Go look up those files you want at the abandoned factory at number 4, 9th Street downtown. I knew this was gonna happen. I had one of my lackeys show you the way.
You know, I can totally separate you two by force if it comes down to it.
Hey, what are you doing, kid? Yeah, what's this? What's with those icicles?
We'll let go on the count of 3.
Fine. 1, 2, 3. These two idiots. How come everyone's trying to strangle me these days?
What a coincidence. I thought you were Mafia. How the hell you survived till now with moves like that?
You're in the LGD and you've got the nerve to say that to me?
I used to work a desk job.
We have desk jobs in the Mafia too. The backpiece trainer just rolls his eyes.
Mine's standing a little further apart. Give me some room.
Do you have to squeeze between us? The trainer scoots over reluctantly and sighs.
The little backpiece excited.
You want to sit next to me too?
You really want to follow him, Meituan?
What's so good about that guy?
He kept you in the dingy place and fed you cheap pet food.
I can't offer him nearly as much as you guys can, but I've been feeding him and keeping him warm the best I can. All these years, if I was 70% full, Yang Jini got to be 80%. If I was only 70% warm, he got to be 80%. I can't offer him the best of the best, just better than myself.
When Aming was still around, he'd start taking care of Meituan before sunrise. He spared no expenses and gave him the finest the markets had to offer.
Do you remember him, Meituan? Just producing sounds, no idea what the sounds are supposed to be.
He loved you and always did absolutely everything he could for you, ever since you were still a pup. When Chernobyl came crashing, he took you on that mission, and you went missing, and he gave his life. We couldn't even recover his full remains. You haven't forgotten him just because he's gone, have you?
Was this in Wangsan Plaza?
That's right. I'll always remember that place.
He remembers too. Every now and then he drags me to the place I found him, only to howl.
Is that so? If he remembers him so well, then how is he able to keep facing forward?
Yang Jini whining. The shelter owner strokes the nose wound on the back beast in his arms. Kid, why are you being all quiet?
I'm just tired. You're really not a cute one, are you?
So you're Yang Jini now, Meituan?
Yang Jini responds. You like him, don't you? Go with him then. I won't keep you.
What's this about?
I'm tired. Some burdens are too heavy to carry for so many years.
You're just going to give up?
Listen. If he's made up his mind to go with you, then I'm behind him all the way. I'll keep visiting that stinking hole in the wall of yours, and if I ever find you neglecting him, I'll show you what for.
What a load of shit. Me? Neglect him?
Shut up, I need to make a call.
Stop him.
Shh. Fuzai, head to the 3rd floor and get me some documents, will you?
Atang?
The air conditioning in the backbeast's kennel seems to be acting up. Could you send in a request to get it repaired for me? Again, my surveillance shows that everyone who was heading this way is turning around. Let's get out of here then.
Yang Jini, let's go. We're going home.
Hey, why are you going back inside the cage? Meituan, are you staying? Look at you, you Cho hound. Never gonna change, huh? Yang Jini lifts its round, circular rear off the ground and shakes it a little. Then it picks up a bag of pet food with its mouth and leaves the cage, shaking its rear as it trots to the shelter owner. Not without my food, I'm not leaving.
LGD headquarters front door. This is as far as I can take you. Good man. There are way too many turns inside this building though. My head's still spinning. I only took you down that route to dodge my coworkers. Be grateful. Thanks, sir. I didn't do it for you. See you, Meituan. No. Yanjni. Be sure to come and see him when you have time. The trainer lets out a long sigh. I mean, don't worry, I'll go check on him often. Before I click anything here, I know this background appeared in other places before, like one of the summer events, but those are just the Daft Punk helmets. Those are just the Daft Punk helmets, aren't they? Right? That is kind of funny. Anyway. Number 4, 9th Street, downtown. Come in. I've got files on every animal I took care of. That's a lot. It's piled up to the ceiling. A storm cloud beast. Let's see. I specifically remember sorting these into categories. The owner rummages through files. Watch out, sir. There we go. Fetch. You got it. It's all in here. Let's see. Records from last year. I had a total of 4 storm cloud beasts here over that time. Is it this one? An old woman nearby adopted it not long after I found it. It's not far from here. No, that one's got a damaged ear. The one I'm looking for doesn't. This one then? No, its owner came to get him back. The age isn't right either. That one's muzzle is turning gray. It's got to be this one then. It's got to be. Look, exactly the same. You mean other than that big brown spot on its chest? Sorry, my eyes aren't what they used to be. What was that? Where did it go? I can't see anything under the table. Just keep reading, I'll climb down there and take a look. Alright. Storm Cloud Beast. Completely black coat. Unhurt. Escaped through the window in the morning of July 28th. In the end... Keep reading. I think I found it. It's a collar with a nameplate. Oh. All that was found was a snapped collar and a large amount of blood on the ground. Judging from the amount of blood, it was unlikely to have survived. Again holds the collar up to examine under the light. Is anything is anything written on the nameplate? It says... Says what? 67. All right, this will be it for today's first part. Next part should be out tomorrow, so like 24 hours after this one goes live. And yeah, we're gonna finish it off. So yeah, once again, this side story will not be recorded in-game, and the only place you will be able to, you know, read and watch them will be on wiki pages, transcripts if you can dig them up, and well, YouTube channels like this one. So this will be recorded for posterity, I guess. Anyway, thank you all very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this narration. If you did, please consider leaving a like. It helps the video in the algorithm. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. There is a ton of other stories that are narrated in this kind of way. I've been doing that for almost a full year now, you could say. There's quite a lot, including the main story being almost done as of this recording. At least done to the point where we are right now on the global side of things. But yeah, once again, thank you again for watching and listening. And I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.